Welcome to the Murlo kitchen. This evening we're going to be showing you how to cook with a hot rock, and along with some of our items that we use to cook, such as steak, mushrooms, shrimp, and chicken. We found that cooking with a hot rock is a great way to cook and socialize all at the same time. So what we're going to do is going to preheat the oven to 350 for about 20 minutes with the hot rock inside. We recommend that you put the hot rock in right at the start of preheating so the rock doesn't crack. What we have here is the wire rack, and this rack will hold the hot rock once we transfer it from the oven after 20 minutes of preheating onto the rack. And just prior to transferring, we will light the fondue fuel burners, and that will give it the additional heat that it needs to keep things sizzling. So here's a sampling of what we use pretty much every time when we're using our hot rock. So we have 2 chicken breasts. We have a steak that's been marinating for about 24 hours. And if you go to our Murlo.ca blog, we'll tell you how to marinate the steak, at least the way that we do it. The shrimp that we do, and the cremini mushrooms that we really like in all our cooking. And of course the fondue fuel that we'll be using as well. Through the miracle of video, magically we're able to chop and slice all our items for the hot rock. So what we have here is our chicken breast and steak cut into 1/2-inch strips. We've sliced up our mushrooms, and we've got our shrimp ready for the hot rock. Now we're just putting the fondue fuel into the burners. Be very careful when you're lighting and don't overfill. So be very careful when you're lighting the burners. You'll notice too that the burners have openings, and you can turn this handle to adjust the flame accordingly. To start with, when we're doing the hot rock cooking, we make sure that these are wide open to make sure the granite gets nice and hot. As we're just transferring the hot rock onto the wire stand, and we're going to let that go for about 5 minutes before we start putting our food items on the grill. So what we're doing is we're just lightly salting the granite to keep things from sticking and also to add flavor to the food. We'll salt the granite periodically. So right now we're just adding our steak, our chicken breast. We'll be adding mushrooms and shrimp. And as you can hear that sizzle, it's a nice sound to hear. So that's it for hot rock cooking. I'm glad you're able to join us. Please go to Murlo.ca for more information and our post on the exact recipes that we used for this particular hot rock cooking episode.